Get any advance? Okay, the breaking point is first sentence in France, cultural subsidies are blank, and following a colon, it explains that producers of just about any film can get an advance from the government against box office receipts. So that is one another breaking point. And even though most never pay the loan in full, so that's the third statement or the third. Uh,
Let's see. See, I'll tell you something. In GRE, reading the question is also something which is very important.
mhm.
Okay, the way you are
Yes.
reading the sentence, I'll tell you. If you look at this sentence, it says in France, cultural subsidies
Mhm,
are blank. We do not understand anything from this part. Impossible to understand. Neither
mhm,
can we do
mhm.
the complete meaning analysis of this part, nor can we predict the word in the blank. So leave it.
Okay.
Okay, we are not even trying. Now, the second part, producers of just about any film can get an advance from the government against box office receipts, even though most of such loans are never fully repaid. Even though is a transition word and it's a contrasting transition word. And what is the work of a
Mhm.
contrasting transition word? It basically joins the two parts, right? Producers of
Yes.
just about any film can get an advance so and so. This is the positive part, comma, even though a contrasting transition word, and then you have the negative part. Most of such loans are never fully repaid. Got it?
Hmm.
Yes. So
Got
what
it.
is the idea that we get? We are getting a complete idea from this part, which says that producers, even though they are not being able to repay the loans, then also the government is giving them loans or
So government
advance.
is more generous.
Yeah, I mean, giving becoming more liberal, lenient, generous, and they are kind of giving more advance and etc. to these producers,
Okay.
right? This is one part. Second part, we know what is the work of colon. What does colon do in a sentence? What are the ideas that the colon are combining in a sentence?
It describes the blank or describe connects the idea with explanation, topic with
I
explanation.
mean, topic with explanation, concept with definition, right? So if
Mm-hmm.
the second, if the if the right side after colon talks about the fact that government is becoming lenient, liberal, and generous in giving advances to producers who also have a record of not being able to pay the loans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that means the in France, cultural subsidies are something which is very common.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Something which is very common. You don't have to work very hard, or you don't have to put deliberate efforts or hard work to get those subsidies. In any case, the government is generous because the government is even giving to
Mm-hmm.
producers who cannot pay it back. Getting it? So it's common. It's
Yes.
something which is
Mm-hmm.
commonplace, something which is regular, something which is normalcy.
Ha
Okay.
ha ha ha.
All right. The predicted word should be something which is common, commonplace, or something. So let's pick up the choices. Which one should be your choice? Again, as I mentioned earlier, also when you are eliminating the choices, make it a point that you are not jumping on the right one. Which is the right one? Which is the right one? Which is the word which has a similar meaning? All I mean, you can navigate through the
Mm-hmm.
options, right? Like invaluable cannot be,
Sporadic cannot be. Scanty is
scanty
not.
cannot be, questionable cannot be, because our predicted word is common, commonplace, regular,
Common. Yeah.
normal,
Normalcy. So it is omnipresent.
and ubiquitous.
Mm,
So cultural
ubiquity.
subsidies are something which is everywhere. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to
Mm-hmm.
work hard. I mean, something which is not rare. It's not a rare thing happening. It's a very common thing that happens. And so the answer choices should be ubiquitous and omnipresent. Okay?
Got it. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
Got it.